I'm shooting this video because I want to address something I've seen on a lot of WordPress related websites, and also websites where people are teaching you how to start a blog or build your own website. And that is the issue of choosing a hosting company. The thing I want to address is the popularity of two big hosting companies, Bluehost and HostGator. These are the companies that most people with these kind of tutorial websites will recommend that you use. And I've used both of them, and in my years as a web developer building WordPress websites, my business partner and I have built over 500 websites, and we've had clients on pretty much every hosting company: GoDaddy, InMotion, Bluehost, HostGator, HostMonster. The list is like crazy. We actually wrote it down one day. It was like 20 or 30 different big hosts, and then a lot of like little mom and pop style hosting companies. But Bluehost in particular gets recommended a lot, and I want to just say why I don't recommend using Bluehost. And it may be a perfectly fine solution for people, but I've had a couple of situations where my company builds websites for other people, for other small businesses and large businesses, and sometimes these people have wanted to use Bluehost as their hosting company. Fine, they can use Bluehost. We're building the website. We don't care that much. Before Bluehost was acquired by a bigger hosting conglomerate, which I won't talk to you too much about, but you can go read about it because I think they've gone downhill since then. Anyway, I get a call one morning from a client. He's a photographer. He's a fantastic guy. He runs his own company and is very successful and really relies on his website to convert people to hiring him. He's got a great portfolio. He does weddings, that kind of thing. He called me and he said, "Hey, my website's gone. I just wanted to see what that was about." And of course, as the developer, I'm just like, that's not a great way for me to start my day. That sucks. I'm kind of nervous, you know. And of course, to my client, I'm saying, "Hey, man, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll figure it out." And so we look, and I go into via FTP on the back end to see, yeah, the website's gone. I can't log in to or when I log into the server, there are no files at all. There's nothing. And so I think, well, that's not normal. So I call Bluehost, which is his hosting company, and they say, "Oh yeah, there's a problem with that server, and it looks like the files are gone." Okay, well, what do we do? And like, I don't know. We can try and recover them. Okay, that would be good. You know, he paid us a lot of money to build this website. We pay Bluehost every month to host this website, and the result of this was Bluehost lost the files. They were gone. They couldn't be recovered. This happened about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. And it has since happened to other clients of mine who are on Bluehost. In addition to the incredibly slow loading times and the high percentage of the time that your website will be down just because because Bluehost is unreliable. There's a lot of different problems. But I refuse to host clients on Bluehost now, and I've actually turned away very high-end web design projects for venture capital firms and other kind of big companies where they wanted to use Bluehost as their hosting company, and I said, I don't work with Bluehost. I don't do it anymore. You can use pretty much any other host if you want. And they, cost me the job, but I don't want to ever put someone in a situation where their website can go away and just be gone. And I'm not trying to be alarmist in this, but I see a lot of people in the WordPress kind of affiliate world where they're recommending hosting companies because it's a lucrative industry, and Bluehost pays out high commissions. If you go to somebody else's WordPress tutorial website and you click the link to sign up for a Bluehost account, that person will get sometimes $100, $150. Even if the plan you're signing up for doesn't cost that much, Bluehost pays out really high commissions, and that's why they have a ton of people recommending them. I would rather, I actually am an affiliate for InMotion, so I get a commission. InMotion pays out much smaller commissions than Bluehost. I could be making a lot more money if I was recommending Bluehost, and I'm not recommending Bluehost. So I wanted to say that because I get the question, like, what about Bluehost? And I've never really told the story about why I don't recommend them. If you want to use Bluehost, I have really close friends who are on Bluehost, and it works okay for them. Their site goes down sometimes, um, and sometimes they call me and say, what should I do about this? And I make sure to recommend that they use a third-party backup solution like VaultPress, which costs extra money per month. By the way, InMotion offers free nightly backups of your website if you sign up through my website. You get on that plan. Anyway, just proceed at your own risk. Do your homework. You don't even take my word for it. Do your homework. Go read the Twitter feed for Bluehost support, and you will see the number of people writing in saying, "Hey, Bluehost, my website's down. What's going on?" And you can get an idea for how reliable their service is, and why it's so cheap. And if you want to understand why people are recommending it, it's because they're getting paid a lot of money to do this. No judgment about that. Just I would rather tell you my experience. A lot of these people don't have the experience I have, where I've built and managed hundreds of websites over the years for lots of different people, use every host. So I'm certainly not the most experienced person in the world, but I'm got a lot of experience that maybe a lot of these people who are just in the recommendation business for the money don't have. Last thing to do is, if you go, I'm going to put a link below this video to the page on WordPress's, because WordPress, the company that makes WordPress, actually, it's called Automattic. They recommend using Bluehost as one of their WordPress hosts. And it's aggravating to me because they have their own internal forums where people respond back with their feedback. This is on WordPress's website, right next to where they recommend Bluehost. And people say, "God, Bluehost sucks. It goes down all the time. My site is so slow. What can I do?" So I'm going to put a link to that, and you can make your own decision. If you want to sign up for InMotion hosting, I moved all of my own websites from HostGator, which is owned by the same parent company as Bluehost, to InMotion, except for the monthly experience project, which is currently on WP Engine. I pay extra money because that site gets a lot of traffic, and I want it to be extra reliable. But in reality, it could be on InMotion too, and that'd be fine. But those are the two hosts that I use personally at this point. I use InMotion for the Setup WP site and about 40 other websites that I own, which is, by the way, don't own 40 websites. It's kind of crazy. And I use WP Engine for monthly experiments project. Anyway, that's why I don't recommend Bluehost. Whatever host you use, good luck, and you can follow the steps in my WordPress tutorials at setupwp.com if you want to build your own WordPress website or start a blog. All right, thanks guys.